The amount of women I talk to every day, every week, that are saying me that their symptoms and specifically their chronic fatigue started or really started to get worse after their pregnancy is enormous. It's huge because that's what I'm going to talk about in that video. But there is something that is happening in the body and there is something that is causing that. And specifically for busy women, for professionals, business owners that are already having a busy life, they get pregnant and then they get chronic fatigue. Every time I'm talking to a woman for the first time, for example in a strategy call, I talk to them and they explain me their symptoms and they say to me they have kids and I'm like, that symptom, did that start after pregnancy, after the first pregnancy or the second? And they're like 99%, they're like, yes, how do you know? Like it started basically all after pregnancy. It's almost all the time the same. And this is what I want to talk about in that video. Why women get chronic fatigue after pregnancies. So when you're having a pregnancy, okay, first of all, your immune system gets lowered because a big part of your immune system is also taking care of the baby as well. So you have less power of your immune system for you in general. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is that when you're giving birth, you are releasing huge amounts of adrenaline. And this adrenaline is coming from your adrenal glands that are sitting on top of your kidneys. And you need that adrenaline in order to push out a baby. And if you already have adrenals that are not in good check, that are not super healthy, which is for almost everybody the case, there's basically nobody anymore that has really strong adrenals, except for some exceptions, of course. Males tend to have stronger adrenals than females in general. That's why females also struggle more with fatigue and adrenal fatigue. But the minority has strong adrenals. And most women, they actually start to have a pregnancy that is really hard for them and to give birth because their adrenals are so weak. And that's not only because of the high stress they have, like when you're professional, when you're business owners, of course you have high stress, but you're also running on caffeine the whole time. Almost everybody's on caffeine nowadays, and that's killing the adrenals. Almost everybody is on high protein diets, killing the adrenals as well. So basically, 99% of the people out there, and I actually mean that, are doing it wrong. Okay? They are doing it wrong when it comes to health decisions, when it comes to diet and lifestyle. And that's why a lot of women have adrenals that are already a little bit weakened, and then when you have that pregnancy, and then when you give birth, and then when you have these huge outputs of adrenaline, your adrenals, they squeeze out everything that they have, they give everything, that can weaken your adrenals like never before in your life. Like never before. And soon after, immediately after pregnancy, you feel something is wrong. I feel so tired. I have the energy crashes. I even have trouble sleeping. I feel unrested when I wake up in the morning. I have the feeling of like I can't quench a thirst. I'm always thirsty all the time. I have trouble, I have dry eyes even sometimes, also a sign of adrenal fatigue. I have constipation a little bit. So then the issues really start. Or there could be also the severe case where you have like that severe chronic fatigue, where you have weakness in the whole body, you feel like you carry a 40-pound vest with you, you feel like your legs are sandbags. That's more viral. That's Epstein-Barr virus neurotoxin sitting in your liver causing that inflammation in your central nervous system. But when you have these energy crashes, ups and downs, you can also have both at the same time. Then the problem is that's more of an adrenal fatigue problem. That's the adrenals actually when it's more fluctuating your energy. If it's like almost really bad with your energy, that's where you have the issue with the virus actually going on. And why this can also be triggered by a pregnancy That's what I'm going to explain now, because on pregnancy, the immune system gets lowered a lot. Not only because of the adrenaline output, because lots of adrenaline in the body is also weakening the immune system, but because your body is protecting the baby more and you need more immune system strength to protect the baby, and therefore you lose a little bit of your immune system. That's where underlying issues can start to attack you more easily. For example, that Epstein-Barr virus that is sitting in your liver anyways, which is the case for almost everybody, sitting in your liver anyways, and then the immune system drops, you get that adrenaline rush. The adrenaline itself can feed the virus as well, making it stronger. And then you get your first symptoms of chronic fatigue. And you get the first diagnoses of hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism or Hashimoto's. Or you get tinnitus and you get your first signs of brain fog, and then everybody's blaming it on a thyroid, even though nobody knows what's going on with your thyroid in the first place. And then you run from one doctor to another doctor and to alternative practitioners. And you still don't get any answers as to why you're sick. Because nobody knows that actually viruses and adrenal fatigue play the biggest role after getting symptoms, and specifically chronic fatigue, after your pregnancy. That's what's really going on. And in order to get better with that, you obviously need to cleanse your liver, you need to get rid of the virus, and you need to strengthen your adrenals. That's what you need to do. And that's how you can get back on track, how you can follow your career path again, how you can start leading other people again in your business or in your profession, whatever you're doing, or just helping other people out, doing the responsibilities that you did before, taking care of your family, taking care of your job, taking care of your career. That's what you actually want to have, that's what you want to have back, but you can only do that by taking care of these underlying issues. These underlying issues. And you might even think you're already on a healthy diet, but that's rarely the case, to be honest. That's rarely the case. And if you need help with your underlying chronic health issues, if you need help with your chronic fatigue, specifically maybe you got that after pregnancy as well, then I offer everybody a free discovery call, because the situation can be very individual. I offer everybody a free discovery call. All that you need to do is to go to my website, www.theobergmann.com, and book your call there. We will then call you for 10 to 15 minutes to figure out, first of all, if and how I can help you in your situation. If so, we would move on to a strategy call for free as well, for like 60 to 90 minutes, where we would show you a strategy on how you can achieve your health goals, how you can actually see a strategic approach on how you can get your energy back, how we can work on these root causes. Maybe there are other issues going on, other symptoms, where we can give you recommendations about, for example, specific supplements and herbs about that, and lifestyle changes. So that's what we're gonna do in that strategy call. And I would highly recommend you booking that call, because if you don't take care of that underlying issue that you have right now, and if you don't know what to do about it, it's very much likely that, first of all, you're not getting your symptoms, the symptoms are not getting better. It can even get worse. And you probably even, I don't think it's the only kid that you want to, or the only child that you want to have. Maybe you're already you're done with like having pregnancies. Then it's totally fine, but you still want to recover and you still want to get your life back. And on the other side, if you're somebody that loves to have more children, which would be amazing. I have a brother, and growing up with my brother and having him as my brother, he's 2 years older than me, is one of the best things that could ever happen to my life, to be honest. And if you also want to make sure that you take care of your family and that you can be healthy for the next pregnancies, I would highly recommend you doing that as well, to take action and do something about your health. So book your free discovery call. Link is in the description under that video. Subscribe to my channels as well. And we see you in one of the next videos. Bye-bye.